My name is Sharl Smith and I'm an artist in Kitchener-Waterloo, Canada. My material is seed beads, tiny glass beads that I stitch together by hand to create sculpture, jewelry, and art objects. I'm originally from Jamaica, West Indies. I moved to New York City to study architecture at 18 years old. I lived in New York and I also lived in California and worked in architecture for many years, and now I'm in Canada as a full-time artist. What I love about what I do now is that I get to work with my hands. I get to construct objects with my hands. So in architecture, you're working in front of a computer for 12, 16 hours a day. And so this is something that definitely appeals more to me. I am inspired by Carmen Herrera and Olafur Eliasson. I watched a documentary where Carmen said that her soul's language is that hard edge, and that really resonated with me. I am drawn to that graphic style. I like the monumental, but I'm also playful and I'm also curious and wondrous. My designs tend to be minimal, clean, graphic, strong lines, bold color. I think spatially and structurally. I'm obsessed with making the beadwork structurally viable in itself. That is, the shapes have their own structure just from the beadwork, no wireframe or any other kind of structure involved. I'm just obsessed with figuring this out. I can't really explain why. Maybe it's the architect in me. I want to make larger and larger sculptures that's just the beadwork. I spend about 60 to 80 hours in the studio a week, but I don't get to do that anymore because I just had a baby. So I only get to come in about 20 to 25 hours a week. It's a really slow, time-consuming process, but it just appeals to my personality, I guess, to work hard at something like that. I worked in a design build firm that was run by a Zen Buddhist monk, and they specialized in architecture that was built by Japanese joinery. They have an expression process as practice, and essentially it's every stroke, every repeated action. For me, it's every stitch is an opportunity for mastery, and that's definitely what I strive for. That every stitch I make, every time I knot my thread, it's opportunity for perfection. The focus is on the practice. The focus is on the process as an art form as much as the end product is an art piece. Yeah, so in 2018, I made my largest sculpture to date. I call it The Void, and I am pretty happy with that piece. It has a nice rigidity to it, and it holds its shape very well. And immediately I started on another piece trying to go larger, because that's really drives me, is how big can I make these and how large can I go. I have been working on this sculpture now for 2 years, and I'm still working on it. This series is sponsored by the Digital Originals Grant from the Canada Council for the Arts. In this series, you will be witnessing my art practice. Every day I I'm going to come into the studio about the same time, and I will work for 3 to 4 hours working on making the triangles and assembling them for the sculpture that I'm working on right now. I'm not going to finish till hopefully November, but this series will just be a window into that time, and I will be talking about the creative process, the artist struggle, my many failures and my successes too. And hopefully I'll have some friends come in and join me, and we'll talk about our struggles together. There's quite the artist community in Kitchener-Waterloo, so that would be cool, and I hope you enjoy it.